Good morning, everyone. It is August 27th. Let's talk about yesterday's price action and dive into some potential scenarios for today. So we could see SPY's been holding last week's VWAP. We got a little close about it below it last week, gapped up above it, and has been holding as support. So if we start to trade underneath this week-to-date VWAP at this 559, maybe we see a little shakeout down into this 553 area. So this VP and this anchored VWAP from this gap. Maybe we get a little shakeout to create a lower high in here, and then we could get a little bounce. And we'll see if we could get back above the 5-day moving average in that 2-day VWAP, 3-day VWAP, or if we reject and create a new low. Potential levels we'd be looking for demand would be this 543 to 540 area. And we could see we got the month-to-date VWAP right here at 538, which is a very similar price to this VWAP at this low. So maybe that's the key area where this level of resistance could then act as support. We could see this VP gap area right here. So we got key levels that we're looking at are 555. Okay, looking for a shakeout to 555. Look to see if we could get back above week-to-date VWAP, 5-day moving average. If we fail, expect path of least resistance to fall back down into this 540 area. Maybe get a little bounce, and then maybe we fall back to this 537, and then we could look to see if we could get a nice healthier bounce and see if we can rally back into that 5-day moving average and reassess. The 2-day RSI has hit that 43 area, testing it from above, and that signal starting to trade above the 50 signal, the 50 boundary, and starting to rise. So if we could get some trend alignment and break these highs, maybe we could see some more upside momentum. And we're looking for the 2-day and the 5-day MACD crossover, which we could see we rejected yesterday, and we've been trending down. On the daily, we could just see the hold on the week-to-date last week's VWAP. And like I said, we talked about on intermediate time frame, that's our line in the sand here to see if we could get above this VP shelf and blast off to new all-time highs, or if we're going to start to see some more profit taking and a little bit further downside. QQQ. We'll just so we're talking about QQQ, and we already see we have a declining 5-day moving average right here. All right. We held this gap VWAP right here, and we're trading at this VP cluster. So if we could break above the 2-day VWAP, maybe we could get a rally into this 3-day VWAP, 5-day moving average. But ideally, this is starting to be cautious as this intermediate trend is showing some signs of profit taking with the declining 5-day moving average. If we break this 473, I'm going to be monitoring this level for demand at this 463 to 460 area, and then 457 is the month-to-date VWAP, which just like the SPY, we could see this low has a very similar price. So maybe we even shake out into this area, previous resistance gets support, and that could fuel that rally into that 5-day moving average, pull back, let it align, and we could go. If we do get above the 5-day at 479, be looking for something like get back above the 5-day, a little shakeout, and then get going. So then the 5-day moving average look decline. It looks something like that. And then we can look to try to participate. That 2-day VWAP will be looking. A 2-day VWAP will be coming up like this. So maybe we get a little flush out. This will be the 2-day VWAP when we open. So maybe we get a little flush out, get some shorts excited, create a new low, rally back up to the 2-day, start to hold it and hold the daily VWAP, and that could fuel us into this 490 area for this gap fill and into this 496 VP node. The 2-day RSI on the intermediate time frame doing the same thing here as a SPY, holding the 40 level. Okay, so if we start to break below 40, that could help us confirm maybe we see some price action to these downside levels. If we get back above 50 with some trend alignment, taking out these highs of 56, 54, maybe we could see some continued upside movement. Looking for that MACD curl on the 2-day and the 5-day as well. We can see here the RSI is already starting to reject its signal. It is trading above the 50 boundary. Okay, and the QQQ MACD is starting to cross the 0 threshold and still sloping up. So got a little bit of mixed messages here on the QQQ. However, the intermediate time frame could be setting up for potential downside momentum or this retest and hold the 50 boundary. Hopefully this was helpful.